afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone's doing great after a long day's work. It's so okay. Hang on. I have Faraz right here that's going to help me with this. Okay, we're going to start again. Good afternoon. Faraz is here with me, and he is a technological expert, and he's going to help me with this meeting tonight. And it's also going to be live on Facebook. So without his help, I'm afraid I would have a little trouble, but we're going to make it because he's sitting right here in my dining room with me. But hello to you, and I appreciate you all taking time out for this meeting. PDK is a wonderful organization that really supports education, and during the trying times we're in, we really need all the support we can get. So I'm going to call the meeting to order, but I want to introduce the Vice President, the Executive Vice President of William Carey, and the Dean of Education, Dr. Ben Burnett, and he's going to welcome you from William Carey because many times we have these meetings on campus at William Carey, although we also sometimes have meetings at USM. We have members there, but William Carey has been very gracious in sharing their resources with us. So he's going to welcome you and say our invocation. Dr. Burnett.
All right, thank you, Dr. Weaver, and thanks for your efforts, Dr. Weaver, and also the committee. I see Dr. Leverett on there. I'm sure she had a hand in this as well, and the many hands that went together to make this possible. We'd certainly rather have you on our beautiful campus. And for those of you who haven't been to William Carey University lately, you're missing a treat because our new and improved campus is nothing short of stunning. We'll open our next building, our new student services building, in just a couple of months, and it's a 3-story magnificent building that will help have a gathering place for all of our young people. And then we have also a 3-story health sciences building, which will be open in about another year. So please come visit us, even if you just drive through the campus and you can't get out. We'd love to have you on campus. In spite of everything we're facing, this has been an amazing year so far for William Carey and the School of Education. Record-breaking year by several hundred students in the School of Ed. We have a little bit over 1,700 this fall who've been enrolled at the graduate or undergraduate level, which is great news for the teacher education profession. And that's our mission right now, is to help solve the teacher shortage. And so we're busy every day doing that. So we covet your prayers, and thank you for what all of you have done, not only for William Carey, but more importantly for education across our great state. So as we do with everything at William Carey, let's go to God in prayer as we open up before this program. So if you'll join me in prayer. Our Father, we're grateful to have this form of communication where we can continue to recognize success and thank the laborers who've chosen to lead and who've chosen to teach and pursue their calling that you've laid on their heart. We're grateful for them, and we're grateful for their families who make that sacrifice. And we're thankful to be here together tonight. We pray your blessings.
I need to move somewhere else.
Thank you again for these leaders and teachers in Jesus' name.
Thank you, Dr. Burnett. Okay, we're going to take just a few minutes to let you hear some of the things that we've been doing with PDK. We have quite a few people that sent in their information. I'm hoping that they will arrive soon, but let's go now to Dr. Leverett, Christina Leverett, and she's our treasurer, and she's going to tell you a little bit about what we do and give you a report on our finances.
Thank you, Dr. Weaver. And again, welcome to everyone. It's wonderful to see so many people at our PDK meeting, Phi Delta Kappa. And we encourage each and every one of you to join us. Dr. Tenori has chatted some membership information in your chat box. So you can look there and see what a membership to Phi Delta Kappa cost. It's not very much considering all the wonderful things that a membership brings to you. The Kaplan magazine is very helpful and good for professional articles, and just a really good organization to be a part of. I'm proud to be a part. And the Treasury currently has $1,503.36, and that is the membership amounts we receive. We had a rummage sale in March. I think it was March, right before the world turned upside down. And so that rummage sale money enabled us to provide scholarships in the amount of $600. So it was a very successful rummage sale, a lot of fun. And that's the kind of things we like to each year do some kind of little fundraiser so that we always are assured that we have the money to provide a scholarship in the name of Phi Delta Kappa. And that's all I have, Dr. Weaver.
Okay. All right. And then Dr. Tenori did put in the chat some information for you. Dr. Tenori, you want to tell them where they go, because sometimes they think they have to fill out something with us, and that has changed. Can't hear you, Dr. Tenori.
Just knew I hit that. So you go to PDK INTL, so pdkinternational.org, and you'll see at the bottom of the screen how to join. They've made it very easy. You just do it online. And I believe you are supposed to put Pine Belt as our branch office in that, so that you'll be part of our group, because there are some other PDK groups around. And I don't know if you're like me, but I love to get educational magazines, and the Kaplan is one of the best out there. So I always enjoy reading that when it comes. If you have any questions, what I'll be doing is sending out a membership list, so you'll know who else is a member, and it'll have contact information. But you can always contact me if you would like us to come meet with students, with teachers on your faculty. It's just always nice to be a member of a professional organization, and PDK is top of the line.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Tenori. And it's usually me that forgets to unmute, so thanks for that too. But yes, teachers, it looks really good on your resume too, to have to be members of these organizations, and not just to look good on your resume, but to really do some good things for education. Okay, now at this time, I want to introduce our speaker tonight. We have a very special speaker, and her name, you want to wave, Deborah, so they'll see who you are? There she is. Okay, and Deborah Houghton, is actually the principal of Mansdale Upper Elementary School in Madison County. She has a bachelor's degree from Louisiana College, a master's degree in educational leadership from Mississippi College, and a specialist degree in education from William Carey. And she is in our doctoral program now. Now, what we are really proud of her for is she is actually the state administrator of the year for 1920. So we feel very honored that one of our graduates is the state administrator of the year. We're so proud of her. We're proud of all of you for being district teachers of the year, and we're proud of her for being state administrator. So at this time though, she's going to share just some very practical things that she's done at her school to have the school that she's got, which all of those things are the things that helped her become the state administrator of the year. So Deborah, would you take the microphone?
Yeah, well, can y'all hear me? I have my headphones in, so I seem really loud. So if I'm too loud, say, turn it down. First of all, hey, Ben, good to see you again. So you guys had 2 graduates, so way to go, William Carey. And also, I was super excited to hear Dr. Burnett say that y'all are putting more teachers into the system, because as principals, we are struggling. I mean, the teacher shortage is real. And so that's important to me and part of my heart. And so I think, you know, I have to give credit where credit is due. And the reason our school is great is because I have great teachers. And I definitely do invest in my teachers because I believe that that's so important. We do a lot of leverage leadership. I don't know if that's something y'all have looked into before, but I spend a lot of time in feedback loops with my teachers. Going into classrooms, I do a short, like 15-minute evaluation, and then I'll do a 15-minute immediate feedback loop, either that day or the next day, but certainly within that week. And that gives us time to sit down and talk about the great things I saw. So it was really scary for my teachers in the beginning to have their administrator come in every other week. But it was about seeing the great things that they do. And once they realized that's what I was there for, I think it was great, because as a teacher, I always wanted to share the cool things I was doing in my classroom with my administration, but I didn't always see my administration very often. And so it's given my teachers the opportunity to show me the great things that they're doing. And my assistant principal goes to the other. So we split our staff up and we do that. And I think, you know, when you start talking about where's the biggest bang for your buck in education, it's your teachers. It's always been the teachers. That's never wavered. The research from the dawn of time is you make the biggest growth in the classroom through the classroom teacher. And so they're the most valuable. If I want to make change in my school, that's the place to start, because they're so valuable. And so we really get in the classroom, my assistant principal and I, and meet with those teachers and talk to them. And then of course, when we get new teachers, we invest in them as well, giving them mentors. And then they meet with me every week, because as a new teacher, what I don't want to hear them say to me is, I didn't know what was expected of me. I didn't know what to do. I was frustrated. I want to meet with those new teachers every other week. I want to be in their classrooms. I want to see what's going on. And I want to sit down and say, all right, tell me, what can I do for you? How can I help you? How can I support you? What is it you need from me to help you? And so I think that's the best thing I do at the school, is invest in teachers. But in the meantime, we also invest in our kids. My teachers and I open the school. Most of my staff, probably about 90% of my staff, was there 5 years ago when we opened the school. And they came up with a great vision and mission. And our whole thing was to create citizens of excellence. And we wanted to meet kids. So we're MUES, so motivating minds, uniting communities, establishing character, and strengthening bodies, right? And so kind of that whole well-rounded kid. And so we do a lot of fun stuff, like we have chickens. So if they talk about the Madison County School with chickens, that's me. So our chickens lay their eggs, and my coach sells the eggs and buys more food for the chickens, right? And then we have a garden, which is a gardening program. And I'll give all the credit to my coach. We had another coach and he started it, but the new coach that I have is just run with it. He started a farmer's market where the kids sell the produce of what they're doing. They do a whole gardening thing where he teaches them how to be junior master gardeners. So the kids get a chance to do that. And then of course we have a leadership program with our 5th graders where kids write essays for us and they show established leadership. And so we have a leadership program, and the kids do stuff around the building. It's an amazing program because they pick up trash. They stand out front and greet. We jam every morning music to the kids, and we're singing and dancing out front. And my students are also out there singing and dancing. So that's been a lot of fun. And the leadership will do that. They help pick up stuff around the building when the kids lose their clothes. I don't know if y'all have an exorbitant amount of jackets around your school, but our kids leave their stuff everywhere. And so we have kids, our leadership kids pick that up and they give it back to the kids. Hopefully their parents wrote their names in it, but it gives them responsibility and buy-in to own part of the school. And then we also have student council that gets kids involved. So every grade gets to have kids on the student council, every classroom, and they share with us kind of what they're doing in, in their classrooms. And they come and meet with me every month and talk to me about some changes they want to see in the school. And I listen to them, but it gives them a voice. And so they really love that. So because of them, we've added picnic tables and we've added some balls to recess and, the things that are important to kids. And then we do a second grade. So our school is 3-5 and the second grade comes over to tour and my student council kids give the tour. And it's funny what they will talk about versus the principal. I'm like, oh, look at our scores and and the kids are like, hey, you get to compost food. These are the compost trash cans. Aren't they cool? And I'm like, okay. Composting's cool. So that's been a lot of fun, but just a lot of those sorts of things, focusing on kids and getting them involved and buy-in into the school. So anything, I don't know. Thoughts or
Yeah, well, I just wanted to say, all of those things that you mentioned are definitely best practice. And we teach all of that in our ed leadership classes. I see Ben shaking his head. And it is one of our students. But does anybody have a question for Deborah that if you're in leadership or thinking about going into leadership, does anybody have a question for her? Okay.
Deborah, I have a question. I'm sorry, Deborah, I have a question. Who is your teacher that gifted at your school?
So I have 3 gifted teachers. Well, Miss Reisinger, they actually just turned
I thought it was Connie Reisinger.
Is it Connie Reisinger? Yeah, she's phenomenal.
It sounded very much like that. She's one of my students, and I do teach the gifted master's program.
Yes, she told me about it.
Who are the others?
And then Sarah Noble and Kim Landry. And Kim, I know, also got her master's from William Carey.
Mm-hmm.
So,
wonderful. Well, it's great to hear the great things that they're doing there.
Oh, they're amazing. Yeah, they're amazing teachers.
Well, I just in hearing you and Dr. Leverett talk, I've always said that I think that all classrooms should be taught like we teach gifted kids.
I agree with you.
I mean, why do we want to do that for the brightest whenever all students need that? So I like that. But that sounds wonderful. I'd love to visit your school.
Please do. We love to have people come visit. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Okay, now I see that I've already skipped something on the agenda, so I want to go back to the scholarships with Dr. Pooh. Dr. Teresa Pooh is our Associate Dean in the School of Education and doing a wonderful job, and she also serves on the officers with us with PDK. So she's just going to tell you a little bit about the scholarships that are available. And I can tell you people, if you are getting advanced degrees or thinking about it, being a member of these organizations such as PDK can certainly be beneficial in that area. So Dr. Pooh, I'm sorry that I skipped you.
Oh, no, it's no problem. Good evening. I have my headphones on because my family is having evening homework and dogs, so I want to make sure that that's not in the background. So I do thank you for having me tonight. The first thing I'd like to talk to you is about the National Pine. Can you all hear me? Okay, the National Phi Delta Kappa Scholarship. That scholarship is open to undergraduate and graduate students, students who are actually enrolled in an education program. But now they also offer that scholarship to high school seniors who are a member of Educator Rising, who are in our teacher education preparation programs and their CTE programs. That scholarship is also available to those students. Each year, Phi Delta Kappa gives out about approximately 100 scholarships, and those scholarships range from $500 to $5,000. And so in order to apply for those scholarships, you will go to your membership portal to apply. If you go to the website, they'll announce the times when they're going to actually open their scholarships. Each year in January is when the scholarship cycle starts, and it'll start for February. Now, those scholarships will be sent, if the person is awarded a scholarship, that scholarship will be sent to their institution. So that information is there for you at their national website. Also, we have a Pine Belt Phi Delta Kappa scholarship, and Dr. Liverett talked about the rummage sale. And so the proceeds from that rummage sale actually went to a graduate student. He was a specialist student here in our Ed Leadership program. That scholarship went to Mr. Victor Gilstrap. He was our 2020 recipient. Now, our Phi Delta Kappa scholarship is open to students at USM as well as William Carey University who are enrolled in an education program. You'll have to write an essay, of course, and there's some scholarship information, and that scholarship will actually open in April. We'll send that information out to each university, to the members, to students, and to the professors at those two universities in the spring. And the deadline to submit will be in April. So we'll send that information out. And that's also open to undergraduate and graduate students who are enrolled at the University of Southern Mississippi or William Carey University. Do you have any questions regarding the scholarship?
I do.
Okay.
Is it just for students from USM and William Carey that can apply?
For the Pine Belt scholarship. Now, if you're not enrolled at William Carey or USM, you can actually apply for the National Phi Delta Kappa scholarship.
Okay.
Huh? All right, thank you, Dr. Poole. I appreciate that. Okay, now at this time, what the whole meeting is about is to recognize you people that have been doing a great job out there in the trenches. Now, one thing that I don't think Dr. Burnett mentioned this, but he may have, the people that work at William Carey, especially in the Ed Leadership, but not only Ed Leadership, curriculum and instruction also, we all have experience out there in the K-12 world. I had 29 years and we've got it added up, and it's just astronomical how many years that we all have together out there in the K-12 world. So we do understand, we did not have to go through something like the COVID pandemic, but we do understand what happens out there in the schools. So it's all about you. So Dr. Liverett, we have developed a PowerPoint and with your pictures, and you send in your information, and we are going to recognize you here. And remember, this is on Facebook, so any of your relatives can go back and go to the William Carey website, not website, but Facebook page, and will be able to see this. So I'm going to pull the PowerPoint up, and Dr. Liverett is going to recognize our administrators that sent in their information. So this went out to all the Pine Belt districts. And so we got in quite a few, not as many as we'd like, but we're proud of the ones that we did get in. So let me share my screen.
You're going to click it, Dr. Weaver?
Yes. Okay. All right, so let's go with the first administrator. We only have 3, and we're so proud of those 3, Dr. Liverett.
Click slideshow, so we'll have it.
Yes, I will. Okay, there you go. Slideshow, wait a minute, here we go, from the beginning. Now.
All right, this is.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay, and I believe we have Ms. Hope Markell with us this evening from the Hattiesburg Public School District. And
wait, let me go back. There you go.
Teacher at Hawkins Elementary, working in pre-K through 5th, 19 years of service, and achievement that she shared with us is that she's worked to increase the school's accountability rating from a C to a B.
Looks like this is going to go on its own.
Oh, okay. I'll talk fast. We've got Dr. Kiana Pendleton from the Laurel School District. She's at the Laurel Magnet School of the Arts, and achievement there is school's first A rating under her leadership. And it is a beautiful school if you ever have the opportunity. I'm a Laurelite, so I'm a little partial, but it's a beautiful school.
Hang on a minute. Okay. All right, I think we've got it slowed down now. All right, thank
All
you.
right. Here is Mr. Eric Smith from the Wayne County School District. He's at Wayne Central School, 36 years of service, and the big achievement there with Mr. Smith is the school moved from a D to a C in state accountability, which is a big move. And a lot,
Yes. Okay, lots of hard work.
With a lot of work.
Lots of hard work, and we appreciate what you've done. Now, let me mention all of you district teachers of the year and will receive a free tuition waiver from William Carey. If you're not a student, you might want to use it to renew your license or whatever, but we will be mailing that to you. So I wanted to make sure that you got that information. All right, now we're going to go to our teachers of the year, district teachers of the year. And the first one I have here is Mr. Benjamin Austin, and we call him Ben. And he is another one of our graduates. He is in his 4th year as a social studies teacher at Petal High School. And he teaches AP, Human Geography, 9th grade, and World History, 10th grade. He earned his bachelor's and his master's degrees from William Carey University, and we're very proud of him. He also worked in the office with us as a graduate assistant, so we kept him really busy during that time. Now, one of the really special things, as you can see here on his slide, is that he is the Mississippi Teacher of the Year. How about that? Now, here we are with our PDK, Pine Belt PDK meeting, and we have the State Administrator of the Year and the State Teacher of the Year, plus all of you district teachers. So this is really an exciting time for our PDK. But at this time, Ben is going to introduce the other district teachers of the year and then recognize them with the PowerPoint.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. First, we have Carla Bell from Lawrence County School District. 14 years of service, 5th grade math. Greatest achievement is seeing growth within her students. Love that. Lindsay Blake, South Pike School District. 5 years of service. Subject is self-contained, reading, ELA, math, science, and writing. Her greatest achievement is a proud member of the 2020-2021 Mississippi Teacher Council. Lydia Bridges, Brookhaven School District, 15 years of service in 8th grade math and compacted math. Greatest achievement is the district received PREPS Value Added Award 4 times since 2012 for 8th grade Algebra 1 state exam. Great. Tracy Ketchings from Jefferson Davis County School District with 8 years of service in 7th and 8th grade math. Greatest achievement is recognized for the Teacher of the Year, yes indeed, at 2 different school districts. Wonderful. Karen Harvison, Lamar County School District with 19 years of service. Subjects of pre-K through 2nd grade physical education. Achievement being served as MSA HPERD President, State Teacher of the Year, and received $25,000 BCBS Foundation grant. Joy Allison Lee from Poplarville School District with 24 years of service in chemistry and physics, achievement being Star Teacher in 2003 and in 2017, Mississippi Association of Student Councils Outstanding Advisor in 2018 and in 2019. Great. Megan Hodge from Pearl River County School District, 7 years of service in biology, 1, achievement PRC District Teacher of the Year, and becoming PRCMS Instructional Coach. And Davis Riddle, Forest County School District, with 13 years of service, subject Algebra 1, his greatest achievement, Amazon best-selling author with 8 published titles, recently started script writing.
Okay, thank you, Ben. I appreciate you doing that. And just look at all of the accomplishments there on that PowerPoint. You know, there's a saying, if you want something done, ask a busy person, because that's who will make it happen. And so all of you have been very, very busy meeting the needs of kids, and I'm sure have family members and other people that you are you help take care of. And so we know that it's difficult for what you do, but I hope that you have that feeling when you go to work in the morning, that it is a mission and that what you're doing will touch eternity. And I know I've been in it for a long, long time. I don't think I'll even tell you how long I've been in it, but I can tell you I still enjoy it. And I enjoy these meetings and hearing about what all you've been doing out there in the schools. You know, and I tell my kids and my grandkids, you know, choose a job that you love and you'll never have to go to work a day in your life. And that's really true, because I've always said I'm going to school. I still say I'm going to school. I'm not going to work. So keep that attitude, because you're making a difference in the lives of students. I wanted you to put this on your calendar. Our next meeting we have scheduled for January the 28th. And at that time, we plan to have a legislative forum where you will be able to send in questions to us. And we hope to have the legislators join us via Zoom, and that we'll be able to ask them very important questions that will affect our education, educating our students. So January the 28th, and it'll be at 6 o'clock. We hope that you will also think about the benefits of being a member of PDK, and join a PDK. If you're in the Pine Belt area, we would love to have you, and help us to make a difference in our area. Do I have any questions? Anybody have any questions? Okay, so this meeting didn't even last an hour. These Zoom meetings and all of this virtual learning, it makes it go faster, doesn't it? It's very nice to meet all of you and actually see faces, and you know, even we are learning how to connect with this technology. And that's one good thing about the COVID, is that it has forced me to do things just like this. Although I do have a technology expert right here at my side, but I'm going to relieve him of his duties and let you get back to your families. So thank you so much for attending, and have a good night.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.